Races, welcome back. Today is Thursday. Last week was the last week of Tour de Fleece, and I told you a couple weeks ago that I was going to be spending week 3 of Tour de Fleece in historic Philadelphia, and I asked you where you wanted to see me spin wool, and your voices were heard. And now today I'm going to give you a small taste of some of my adventures spinning wool in historic Philadelphia. Monday started with a 4-hour drive to the airport, followed by a 2-hour delay getting on the airplane. But finally, I was able to spin yarn on the airplane. When we got to our hotel, we were immediately transported to Wonderland. Then we got to have a delicious dinner at a monster-themed vegan restaurant. On Tuesday, it was time to take a dive under the sea. It was too hot to be outside for very long, so we decided to go to Camden, New Jersey to check out the Adventure Aquarium. And I made sure to take my drop spindle with me so that I could spin yarn by lots of different animals. And yes, that was a shark you just saw swim by. And I even found Nemo and Dory while I was there. We also got to see hippos, jellyfish, penguins, and a whole lot of fish. Wednesday, we went to the Museum of the American Revolution, and we got to learn all about the American Revolution and George Washington's war tent. So I was thinking while we were watching something on Washington's tent that the fabric of the tent was made by people spinning on spinning wheels like what I spin on at home, or they easily could have been made by people spinning on drop spindles. And so the fabric of our nation is quite literally spun from spinners. And I just think that's really cool. Looking at the examples of cloth and clothing that I found at the museum got me thinking about how important cloth was to the American Revolution and how important spinners were as well. This guy was able to tell me more about the cloth that was used in the American Revolution, like where they got it and what type of cloth was used. Our next stop was a yarn store owned by this dog and her owner. I really enjoyed checking out their yarn collection. They had some really cool brands of yarns that I had never seen before, including these skeins of yarn that were inspired by different pieces of art. On Thursday morning, it was finally cool enough outside to visit some historic sites. I grabbed my drop spindle and we hightailed it to Betsy Ross's house. General George Washington asked her to make a flag for the Continental Army. Her house is just a quick walk from Elfreth's Alley, which is the oldest still inhabited neighborhood in the country. After stopping to pay our respects to Ben Franklin, we headed over to the Constitution Center to learn about the different amendments that significantly shaped our country and our Constitution. I paused my spinning to take pictures with the suffragettes and honor them for all their hard work to get women the right to vote. And we need to thank them for all their hard work. Our last stop of the day was at the Liberty Bell. We barely got there on time, but I wanted to make sure that we got video of me spinning at the Liberty Bell.
I think we should get our picture by the crowd.
After visiting the Liberty Bell, we were able to spend a little bit of time outside Independence Hall. The next day was Friday, and James and I got to take a tour of the Independence Hall and the grounds. And I made sure to get some spinning footage for those of you who wanted to see me spin at Independence Hall. I took lots of pictures of both the inside and the outside of the building, and I'm hoping to share more of them with you in a future video. After exploring the grounds and taking pictures, James and I decided to go to another local yarn store. Although I bet you can guess whose idea it was to go there. The name of the store was called Loop. I had a lot of fun checking out their yarns, and I got to meet some really cool people while I was there. They even dye some of their own yarn right next door. And yes, I did buy yarn at both places. I'm planning on telling you more about that in a future video. I hope you've enjoyed getting a taste of my adventures spinning wool in Philadelphia. If you want to learn more about my spinning adventures in Philadelphia or get to know more about spinning in general or knitting or crocheting, please click the link below and hit subscribe. I can't wait to share more of my spinning adventures with you. Take care.